I want you to continue enjoying your breakfast. And once again, this breakfast is being hosted by East Coast Touring and Bob Beasing and his team. And they've been a long-time sponsor here. And they really focus. This is their main market segment here. The bankers here, the alumni, the chambers, the park and recs. This is East Coast Touring. This is what they're all about. They're committed to you. And you'll be taking care of them from the beginning to the end. It's a family-owned business. Bob is a hands-on kind of guy. He's out there. He's making the sales calls. He's making sure everything's being done. He's the one you call when you have a challenge or a problem. He gives you a cell phone. He makes sure it gets taken care of. So they'll take care of you from the beginning to the end. So I want you to please help me welcome Bob Beasing from East Coast Touring.
Oh, technology. They gave me this thing. Not sure what it's going to do. It is a pleasure to be here again, and thank you all for getting up so early. I'd like to thank Joe and Charlie for getting us up early every year. I was looking to have a brunch about 12, but they wouldn't let me. First of all, welcome bankers, welcome chamber members, welcome alumni groups, and welcome all my wonderful suppliers. I have some people, let's see if this works. Did it change? Yes. I have some sponsors I'd like to thank here. First of all, CIE Tours. If you've never been with CIE Tours, they're one of the best to Ireland, Scotland. So they could not be here this time, but I wanted to thank them. Another key sponsor is MSC. John Smith, would you stand up, please? If you have not been with MSC yet, they are coming. They are in America. They're bringing the brand new Seaside here next year. It's an up-and-coming cruise line, the largest cruise line in the world, and they got some great opportunities for you. Holland Americans, been with me from the beginning, Beth Whitson. Panama, New Zealand, we have all kinds of products here for you. Another very good friend of ours is AMA Waterways. Is AMA Waterways, Letty Padilla, please stand. There is nothing like cruising the world with AMA. Another person I would like to introduce, you're going to hear about a little bit today. First of all, NCL is our sponsor too, and I don't know if Jody's here or not. Did she get up for breakfast? No, but they're a sponsor too. But this last one I want to talk to is the itinerary you have on the table. Something about Iowa. And we're going to offer this tour 2 years in a row. I created it myself when I went up there. And you're going to see a little bit of entertainment. And hopefully you have a chance to meet with Lindsay James from Mason City, Iowa CVB, who's here today. So let's get that all done. You will be able to pick up your new Bob in the series of 6. Bob the Bellman will carry your bags. On the back, we tell you all the time, is my cell phone. What owner of a company will print their cell phone and print? It's important that you know that we will always be there for you and myself. We worked hard this year to do a couple things. We added new land itineraries. We heard from you 3 nights, 4 nights. Canada's on sale, by the way, if you have not heard that. Where's my Canada people? Canada's on sale at 37% right now, so it's an opportunity to go to Canada. We added more cruise itineraries, more international itineraries. You will get our book in my meetings with you or come by our booth and pick up our shore tour offerings. You know I'm not about sales. It's about the entertainment, and very shortly you're going to be entertained by a really unique gentleman. But I have to pause. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning today and sat up and had everything ready that I wanted to say, and I kind of tore it up. Because of the Super Bowl last year. So let me pause here. Last 2 years I spent time researching my father's career in the Navy during World War II. And thanks to AMA last year, I got to stand on the beaches of Normandy, where my dad was in the duck boats that brought the Army and the Marines to shore. He was a gunner. So I stand before you today lucky that I'm even here. He made 22 trips that first day, I found out, to the beach, bringing people in, taking dead back out. He was part of America that never gives up. Look at last night, Tom Brady, the Patriots. It was a great example for a name of the Patriots. That team never gave up. We are travel sellers. You are travel buyers. We are Americans. We should never give up. So don't ever fear about traveling anywhere, whether it's to Israel, whether it's to Turkey, whether it's to Europe, whether it's in America. It is what we do. And I stood on that beach and looked at that ocean, and I had tears in my eyes thinking of what my father saw and what my father did. Are there any military people here today? If you are, please stand. Thank you very much for your service. So if you take one thing away from me today, what I urge you to do is go home. Talk to your groups. And when one person says to you, I'm afraid to go here, I'm afraid to go there, tell them about my father, who was probably scared as a 19-year-old man, as a gunner, in boats that were being blown up, bringing troops to the shore. He was scared. Many, many Americans were scared. It's time that we move on. It's time that we show Europe and we show the world that we are Americans. So I urge you to travel, to spread our American way, to tell the people who we really are, not what they see on TV. So do it. Travel. Buy from these great people here and experience the world as only the Americans can. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce somebody very unique. As you know, we have a tour to Iowa. I went up there to do a sales call on a banker, and I saw the Surf Ballroom, the last place Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, the Big Bopper played. I also saw Mason City, fabulous. Home of Meredith Willson. If you don't know who Meredith Willson is, he wrote The Music Man. So we put together a 3-night, 4-day tour to the beautiful state of Iowa. And then I found a guy that's going to do the entertainment for me, and he was good enough to come here after playing 3 nights at the Surf Ballroom. It's not changing. Oh, wrong button. There's the Surf Ballroom in Clear Lake, Iowa. Still like it was the night that Buddy Holly played. We're doing it the weekend in Mason City where they have River City Festival, where John Dillinger robbed a bank, and we're going to they reenact the bank robbery while your group's there. Beautiful Music Man Square brings back, they rebuilt River City inside this building. And then I found Johnny Rogers. He's the #1 tribute artist, voted the #1 tribute artist in the world. He played for Bush 1, Clinton, Obama, and Bush 2. He plays Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, the Big Bopper, and of course, Buddy Holly. So I ask you all to put on your glasses that we gave you. I probably look better. Sit back, relax. We want your business. I want your business, and there's one more person I have to introduce. Sharon Herman, my VP of Marketing and Sales, the best one in the business. And people like her a lot more than me. Give us a shot. That's all I ask. If you're thinking of a tour, send me an email, call. I win some, I lose some. Let's rock and roll. Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, I give you Johnny Rogers.
How y'all doing today? Yeah, me too. Oh man, I'll tell you what, we just did a 17-day tour. We kind of recreated Buddy Holly and the Boppers tour, that last tour, and it is rough. in Minnesota and Iowa and Wisconsin in this time of year, you know. But as soon as that tour's over, I hightail it to Florida till May. So, but I told Bob, I said, I'll try and come, you know. But I think Johnny Cash might start it off. So I'm doing a little Johnny Cash for you. And I always say, hello, I'm Johnny Credit. I ain't never had any cash, and I keep playing for Bob. I ain't gonna have any. Well, I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round a bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. That old train keeps a-rollin' undone to San Antone. Anybody know Willie Nelson? He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, I bet there's rich folks sitting in a fancy dining car. My name is Willie Nelson, I ain't smoking no cigar. Well, I know